another proportionality theorem, we'll be using angle bisectors. So if a ray bisects an angle of a triangle, in this case angle A here is being bisected, then it divides the opposite side into segments whose lengths are proportional to the lengths of the other two sides. So let's break down what this means. So let's first identify what is the opposite side to the bisected angle. Here is my bisected angle, and across from it is the side that's being bisected. So this is BC, DC. Okay. So DC is the one that's getting split, might not be exactly in half, but it's getting split. And luckily here, these sides that are being created are proportional to the other sides. So we can see, we have AC, or DC, and CB. Now these two sides are proportional to the lengths of the other two sides. So they're proportional to these two sides here. Okay. So this proportion will be equal to this proportion. Okay. What is the correct proportion to set up? Alright. So personally, there's a couple ways. There's maybe two ways. One way I would prefer would be having these two split sides in one proportion, and it says that it's proportional to the lengths of the other two sides. So these two sides, the sides that are not being split, are proportional to each other. So I'll write the split side in one ratio and then equal to the ratio of the other two lengths. So DC over AD equals, DC over CB equals AD over AB. Alright, so again, I'm putting the ratios of the two split parts together, and I'm setting it equal to the ratios of the sides. Okay, let's try an example to see how this works out. So we can see that this only works with an angle bisector. So here, example number 3 shows that we have two congruent angles, meaning that they are congruent, and this is a bisector. So we have proportional parts. Again, I'm going to put these two, the one that are split, into one ratio, and I'm going to set it equal to the other side as a ratio. Okay, so x over 8 equals, now since I started at x first, I'm going to stay on this part. So I'm going to, this part of the line. So 9 will go on top over 12. Okay. So let's go ahead and write these proportions, cross multiply. 12x equals 72, and x equals 6. So there's other ways to do it we can check in class, but as long as you see a pattern, it should be working. So try different patterns, see if you get x equals 6 as well, and see if you can see a pattern that you prefer.